Okay, we have seen the impact in COPA. So while posting the transaction, we were considering we were considering the relevant different characteristics, right? So we were considering different characteristics manually. We were considering different characteristics manually. So let me post a transaction again, and I'll show you. So I'm taking data. Okay, I'm posting the similar data once again. And here I'll be taking 50 bank account. So the moment I say here, it expects the profitability segment. So I'm entering the profitability segment. Okay, segment field to enter. Okay, that's fine. So what I'll do, I'll enter the amount there, and system will stop me posting the transaction because it does not have a CO object. Okay, so I'm posting the document, go to document and post. Now, system posted a document. So I'm going into document. Let us see how did this transaction happen. 1 all zeros 23. Okay, I'm double clicking on salaries 4 lakhs GL account. Let us see the profitability segment. Oh, probably dummy might have picked up.
See, that's
Dummy
what we were
profit
discussing
center
yesterday.
might have been picked up. So correct yesterday, right? So what happened to the system? It's so slow. Okay, dummy picked up, right? So normally dummy should not come into picture, but anyways, we got this thing. I will have to, you know, I need technical help in order to get this thing. I'll try first. If not, we will see that with the help of the technical people. Now, if I double click on the profitability analysis, we have what characteristics have been picked up. You can see all of them. Scroll down. You can see dummy profit center, controlling area, and nothing else. Okay, now if you go here in the value field, you have 1000 updated in the administration. How did this happen? Because of our PA transfer structure. For that particular GL account, 4 lakhs GL account, we have mapped to this administration value fields. So that way system picked up the relevant information. Now, normally what happens is at the time of posting the transaction in FB50, let us say, if you go into the FB50 and when you scroll right towards right, you will see profitability segment field. You will find a profitability segment. This is what the profitability segment. And what we will have to do is we will have to select this profitability segment and we will get a window. Let me show you that part. Now here what we will have to do is profitability segments to be selected. Now here you will get a window. We have different characteristics available to our operating concern. Now what all you need to do is you need to pick up the relevant what do you call the characteristics. You need to select the relevant characteristics. That way system will trigger the same thing while posting the profitability analysis report. This is the manual approach. Now sometimes business wants this to happen automatically. Business does not want to consider which country code to consider, which the sales organization to consider. So business, I mean the user does not know that. So the business wants this to happen automatically. How do we get that? This is called derivation. Derivation in the sense deriving the relevant values. Based on certain conditions, we are telling the system to pick up the other categories, characteristics, I would say, the in another word. So what are those characteristics? Now let's discuss that part here. Now if you go here, right, let us see here. Now what kind of characteristics, what is the basis to get the relevant characteristics? How do you want the other values to derive? That is called derivation. That is what we call it as copart derivation. Now what I want to say, I want to say within this controlling area, within this company code, if this is the cost element, I want the system to trigger this cost center, this profit center, and this WBS, this sales order, this customer, this country. Like that you can keep. Suppose if controlling area is X, company code is Y, and cost element is XYZ. I want cost center 1 to be triggered, profit center 2 to be triggered, and XYZA WBS element to be triggered, 1000 sales order to be triggered, customer going to be X100, and country going to be US. I'm telling the system, if this is meeting, I want these fields to be validated, updated. Okay, so derive. I want these fields to be derived as soon as this condition is meeting. Or I can say the other way also. Within this controlling area, within this company code, and if this is the profit center, this is the cost element, I want these values to be triggered. So this is basically the expectation from the business. So we need to talk with the business team to understand what do they want and how do they want. If I just say within this controlling area, within this company code cost element, then you have a wide range to pick up. Now I would say the other way, controlling area, company code, and if this is my profit center and this is my cost element, I want something else. If my controlling area X, company code is Y, and PCA with this cost element 1, I want cost center 1, and I don't require any profit center. If I want, I can consider a profit center, receiver profit center, and I want a customer, land, everything. Suppose if there is a change here, I mean, if the profit center is B with the same cost element, I want two cost center to be triggered. I can tell that. So it's totally the business decision. We need to decide this based on the discussions what we are going to have with the business. Upon the conclusion, we will have to create this derivation, deriving the values automatically. That is called derivation. Based on certain conditions, we want the other fields to be triggered. That is what the derivation talks about. Now here, this is what the condition, and when this condition, it means when all these values are meeting and I want this thing to happen. Okay, if my profit center says C, then I want country UK to get updated. I can say that. So we may have multiple derivation rules also. It does not mean to have only one. Now in this case, I did mention only three, but whereas I did mention four here, and in another case, I will say my controlling area, my company code, my cost element. Okay, I want country as UK. I can keep that. So whatever the combinations we have, for each of the combinations, you need to have separated derivation rule. You need to create a separate rule called derivation rule. What exactly derivation? Derivation is nothing but deriving the values based on certain conditions. The condition may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can have as many conditions as you can have. When that particular condition is meeting, the other value gets updated automatically. That is what we call it as derivation, deriving the values. Any questions here?
No, Nanda.
Okay. So let's go here and let us discuss about the derivation. About the derivation. So what I will do, I'll I'll go and create a derivation for this GL account. I'm opening another screen, SPRO, sales, sorry, controlling, profitability analysis, master data, and here you have defined characteristic derivation. Okay, so what is the path for this is IMG, controlling, profitability analysis, master data, then define characteristic derivation. And before we go and do some configuration, make sure that you are there within your controlling area, KEBD, sorry, operating concern, KEBD. So make sure that you are there in your operating concern. So KEBD is the transaction code. Set operating concern KEBD, KEBD. So since we are doing it for costing based, just select here user save as user default. Okay, no attribute exists for KEBD. Of course, KEBD, of course, we don't have. That's fine. I'm sorry. Transaction code is KEBD, whereas what is our operating concern? 1248, right? Yeah, 1248. Okay, select the user. That's it. Now go to derivation, define characteristic derivation, path is same, we have discussed already, execute. We don't have anything. We can create our own. Of course, here we don't have, normally we don't have any standard derivation rules here. We will have to create our own. Right, whatever the derivation that we are creating here, whatever the rules that we are creating within our controlling area, within our controlling area. Okay, so this is in the display mode. Change that to change. Now you have an icon called create. Okay, just select that. Now we need to have a derivation for this. So select the derivation rule. Here you have derivation for cost center and profit center. Now, these are what the source field conditions. On what basis you want these fields to be updated. These are the conditions. Based on these conditions, these characteristics will get updated. So source fields are nothing but condition fields, target fields are nothing but derived values. It means receiver characteristics. So that is what this. Now coming to this source fields, just select F4. You have multiple options here. Within this controlling area, within this company code, if the sales employee is this, if the profit center is this, I want these fields to be updated, replicated. I can say that. So you can pick up the different combinations, or I can say within this controlling area, within this company code, and within this profit center, if the country is this, I want this profit center to be updated, or I want this order to be updated. I can say that. So we have 44 entries. These are all standard entries, and we don't have an option to create our own here in this. These are all the standard, and we will be using this. Okay, we have product number, company code, cost center, billing type, functional area, business area, sales order number, item number, sales employee, customer, controlling area, cost element, cost object, country, key, activity, type, profit, partner, profit center, sender, business unit, WBS, order number, segment, center cost center, division, sales, organization, segment, center cost center, division, sales, organization, plant, all these are there. And still you have some user defined. If you want, you can create your own. In order to create them, we need the technical help. Okay, these are all the different characteristics available in order to have our condition type in place. So what I'll do first, I will take the controlling area. In this controlling area, in this company code, okay, in this company code, and if this is a cost element, where is my cost element? Yeah, this is my cost element. And if these three are there, I mean, what is your controlling area, what is your company code, and what GL that you're considering, that we will maintain later. But on this basis, I want these fields to get updated. So what are those fields? I want cost center to get updated, cost center. I want profit center also to be updated. I'm saying profit center. If at all you want something else, you can add that as well. So functional area, country key, I want country key also to be updated. Yes. So these are the three conditions. In these three conditions, these fields will get updated automatically. Okay. Now conditions, if you want to keep further restrictions, of course you can keep them. Otherwise, no need, because most of the times we can maintain the keys here itself, the conditions. Now, in order to have the values to update here, we have maintain rule values. How does the system know that this is our controlling area? So the values are not there, only fields are there here. We don't have value set. So those values are to be maintained here in this. Maintain rule values. Just select that, save it, and select it here. You have, see, controlling area, company code, cost element. In this, these three are getting updated. I will say our controlling area is 1248, our company code is 2000, and if our GL is 4 lakhs, I want 1000. One second, let me just pick up the relevant one. I want 2000 cost center to be updated. I want the profit center. So let me select by company code. Company code is 2000. In this 2000, okay, I think we have got only, yeah. So this 2000, 1000, I will say 1000 and country going to be US. That's it. Now just to save. So it means you don't have an option to change the conditions and the receivers. If at all you have any change in this, then you need to go for another derivation rule. You need to create another one. I'm just saving now. Saved. Now let me go and post the same transaction. So what I will do, I will take FB50 again. Let me take the information. I will have to take 4 lakhs only because we made a derivation rule for 4 lakhs. I will say 2500. Now I'm not going to take any profitability segment. Okay, profitability segment. I'm not going to say any profitability segment. Just press enter. Yeah, I think additional account assignment required for field ZFBDT. So details ZFBDT, some field, I think baseline date or something. Okay, otherwise we will post in F-02. Okay, let me post using F-02. So I'm taking the same details, 4 lakhs. I'll say 2500. I'm saying 50, 1,20,000, 2,500, and some date I have selected. Okay, I'm just saving now. Posted. One all zeros to 4. Going into document display, one all zeros to 4, and double click on salaries. You have profitability segment. Select this. You can see now the relevant information. Cost center. We did not enter cost center, but it triggered automatically. Now here profit center is 1000 and country is US. This is what the information we have entered in our derivation and system picked up automatically. System picked up this automatically. So that is what derivation is. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, right. Now, when you go back here from the environment, accounting environment, accounting documents, you can see profitability analysis document also. Okay, just enter into this. What are the characteristic picked up? See, company code is 2000. How did we get this? Because we have posted transaction in this company code and country US derived based on our derivation rules. And 1000 profit center, 2000 cost center, controlling area is 1248. This is triggered based on the cost center and profit center. So while creating the cost center and profit center, we used to give controlling area. So based on that, system triggered the controlling area. That's it. And coming to the value field, which value field does it pick up? It is administration. On what basis? It is based on the value PA transfer structure. So if you go here, If you go here in the flow of actuals, direct to postings from FI and MM, maintain PA transfer structure for direct to postings. Now here FI to be picked up automatically, system triggers FI only. This information is at the back end. So pick up the FI, double click on assignment lines, select 20, double click on source. Now in source 4 lakhs is our cost element, and what is the value field? The value field is administration. So because of this, we got the administration value field. Any questions?
No, Nanda.
Okay, now, so this is basically the derivation thing is, okay. Now, we have been looking into the COPA document number, right? We have been looking into the COPA document, but in order to see this COPA, the documents in one place, we need a COPA report. COPA report needs to be developed. So there is no standard available COPA report, but each and everything has to be done on our own based on the business requirement, based on the business expectation on the COPA report, we will have to develop. Okay, now before we get into that, I want to show you KE24, where I'm finding KE24. Yeah, KE24 is here. KE24 display line items. We have seen FI document in FB03 display document. If you want to see COPA document, KSB5 is a COPA controlling document. Similarly, if you want to see COPA document, KE24 is the transaction code display line item. Path for this is easy access, accounting, controlling, profitability analysis, actual postings, display line items KE24. Just enter into this, take the control, currency type. In which currency type do you want to see? You can select the relevant information, or if you don't want that, just ignore. And if you know the document number, you can select the relevant document number. Otherwise, no need of selecting anything. Just you can ignore it. You will have everything. So if you want to restrict certain thing, you can restrict. Suppose I want to see only 2000 company code related. Just execute. You will have the complete list. BO is nothing, B0 is nothing but operating concern currency B0. Operating concern currency 10 is company code currency. Why you have got those two? Because we have selected operating concern currency, sorry, company code currency in our configuration. Now in our configuration structures, and here maintain operating concern. Our operating concern is this. In the attributes, we have selected company code currency also, right? We have selected company code currency. Apart from operating concern currency, you can also view the COPA documents in company code currency. So because of that, you can see both of them. B0 is nothing but operating concern currency. 10 is nothing but company code currency. Got it? Now here we have two more. What is that? Operating concern currency with profit center valuation. Operating concern currency with profit center valuation. Operating concern currency with profit center valuation. What is the other one? Company code currency with profit center valuation. Company code currency with profit center valuation. If I had selected these two, I would have seen the values in these two. Okay, so these are the documents, and if you want to restrict here itself, you can restrict. You can just select the relevant currency and just execute. If I don't consider company code 2000, I will have all COPA documents irrespective of the company code. But in this system, we have got only our company code transactions, so you can see all of them here. Okay, right. Just double click here on this. You can see the relevant information. What are your characteristics and what are your value fields? Okay, any questions here?
No, Nanda.
Feeling tough, easy, or so-so?
It is, like matter of, going through again and again, before, we complete understand this. And we need to just practice this a lot.
That is important.
That's true.
It is just not required. The listening is not just required. We need the
Yes,
practice.
yes, I
Without the
agree.
practice, definitely difficult.
Correct. It makes a lot of sense, when you do practice and then, it makes a lot of difference, you see the effects of, where it's, affected, on which
Correct,
reports.
correct.
But one thing, that we need to just understand why that it was picking up the default dummy profit center, correct?
Yeah, I will have to check that part
Yeah,
basically. I will have to check why system is picking up that. I will have to check. So normally it should not pick up. It has to have its the profit center derived from cost center. If there is nothing, of course dummy gets updated, that's fine. But when you consider a cost center, dummy should not come. Whatever the profit
yeah,
center there in the cost center, that
yeah,
has to trigger.
correct, correct,
But
correct.
somewhere it is missing. That's a standard behavior. We don't
Mm-hmm.
have to do anything, but dummy is coming in picture because of something
Mm-hmm.
that we will have to figure out. I'll try that because basically this requires the technical help. ABAP help is required in this case. But I'll try once and see. But in the standard system, it should not. The dummy should not be selected.
Right. And Nanda, if you remember, that you said, you're going to configure, asset under constructions and,
Hmm.
check it out that, use internal order
Hmm.
settling to the AUC.
Hmm.
Yeah, that we have not done that, right, yet. You
Yeah,
said, we need
I've
to.
noted. I've already. It is in my list. I will look into that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Any other questions here?
No.
Okay. Now let us create. I mean, I was thinking of creating a report, but the time won't be sufficient for us to complete that. I want that to go in at a stretch. So let's go and create characteristics and value fields. Okay. Now, before I go and create a characteristics, let me just get into here. Maintain characteristic values. We already went into here and executed. We did not find anything here. There is nothing in this. Okay, but once you create any characteristic, you will you will be finding them over here in this. Okay, let us see that. Okay, so maintain characteristics. Of course, we have seen the path, just execute. As I said, in the case of characteristic, it has to start with the WW. Okay, it has to start with WW. So create characteristic, I will say WW, I'll say region. Okay, REG, WWREG. Just select create your processing cross client data structure. Okay, now here you have. Is there any table or any field that this value is getting stored? If you know that table, then you can enter. If you don't know anything, then you can just enter user defined. And I'm saying with own value maintenance. With own value maintenance, it means I will have my own fields. I will say region, region or something I will say. Okay, I'm just select. Now here region, give a short text, heading text, whatever. Region, region. And what is this data type? Is this going to be a numeric value or alphanumeric value? So it's called character. So I will say character. What is the length going to be? I will put it as some 12. The length of that is going to be 12. Now, if you see here, to T25 followed by star. Here there is no origin table, origin field. Now I press enter, I'm just saving. Okay, new check table should be created for certain characters. How should the entry of number of the table take place? I want the table to be picked up automatically. It means I want this table to be updated automatically. Now you see here, it is updated. That's it, just to save. Back. Now, what does it mean? WWREG, region. What does it mean? System does not know about this. So we need to give that value. What do you mean by WWREG? If at all we have any SAP standard characteristics, so system knows the relevant table, the relevant field, and the moment we post any transaction, it gets updated into that particular field automatically. But this is what user defined. So what do you mean by WWREG? So system does not understand. So what you need to do in that case is you need to have that here in the master data. So in order to have, once you go here and just check, maintain characteristic values, just execute, and still you don't have here. Why? Because we have not assigned them to our operating concern. We need to assign them to our operating concern. Okay, so let me go and maintain over here. So here, just select this change. Okay, here go to change, and we will have to assign the relevant region WWREG. This is the one. So select this. What happened? This is not being selected.
Do you still have that open in the other screen?
Sorry?
The WWREG, if you have it open in other screen.
No, no, it's not open.
Oh, it's not open. Okay.
We have only two fields, two characteristics.
Nanda, you are in a display.
Now, of course, I made it a display, but I want to see this. Now I'm going into change. It's in the blue color and it is not allowing us to do that. This needs to be assigned to our this thing to our controlling area. I mean operating concern. We can see only two. We're not finding the other one, but why? See here, it is allowing us to select country. We have already assigned. That's fine. Now sales employee is assigned already fine. Country. So what is the other one? Kenya one. That's fine. But why this is not coming? Yeah, I think it is not activated or something. So let me just go here, maintain characteristics, and I'm just saying change. This is the one. Yeah, I just have to activate it. Activate. It is in new. Yeah, it became as active now. Save it back. Now, let me go here in maintain operating concern, just execute, change, and here select change, characteristics here. Now, recording. Yeah. Now, so I have activated that region, and when I came here, it is now allowed for us to assign. Now, when you go here, select the same and assign onto the left side. Okay. And again, you're not supposed to save it directly. The same procedure to follow. Activate it, activate it, take back arrow, you will get a window to generate. Okay, activated. Don't save now. Take back arrow, and here you will get this window. Say yes. It will take a while. Now make sure that it should be in green color. The status should be in green color after adding this. So after this, when we go back to that area, characteristic area, you will find this field. If at all you're finding here red color in the case of status, red or yellow. The first one is red, middle one is yellow, the extreme right one is green color. In both the cases of red and yellow, go to environment again, reactivate it. Yes, the environment has not been generated completely. So it means there is extras action log. If you go here again, it is expecting to activate into AC Docker table. This is the one that we have seen earlier. So this is the program. This report needs to be executed in SE38. So what for we use this new COPA characteristic for AC Docker? Please start report in background. Okay, so I've just selected the same thing, open another screen, SE38, and take the program, execute in the background. In the background. Now variant, of course, I think we have created a variant COPA. Just run now. Say run now. Started in background. So what is the transaction to go and check? SM37.
37. Mhm.
Yes. So just execute. You can have this thing is activate. Done. This is done. Now, when you go back to COPA, go back here again, go to environment and now activate it. So now all these have to be in green color. Yes, has not been generated completely. If this does not work now, again we'll go into data structures, we'll go and we'll activate from there. Okay, has not been completely. So I'm going into data structures, change, okay, activate it over here. Okay, take back arrow and say yes. For the first time, it will take roughly 45 minutes to 1 hour in the real environment. Once you add all the characters, value fields, if at all we have. So once we add and when we're trying to activate it, it will take roughly 45 minutes to 1 hour. It used to be 2 to 3 hours in our ECC environments. It's going to be the same, but why? Okay, I
Nanda,
will. Yeah,
Nanda, what you can do that, go all the way out and then see it might work.
yeah. Okay. So change again, activate it. I think last time we came out and tried, right? I think,
Yes.
uh,
Yeah, then it work.
right, right. Take back arrow, say yes now. Mhm. So there is some. Okay, anyways, I will take a look. I will keep this ready. Then we will continue tomorrow. The characteristic derivation we will see tomorrow. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.